Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Raincoat Plus. When last we left off we found some bodies of our friends and today we might find a body of Kurumi, sadly, but it is what it is. I do have a theory about what's going on here. Now I'm going to put my controller down because this is going to take a moment. Get a drink, get some food if you want. This is going to be a kind of convoluted theory. Okay, so first things first, let's clarify a few things. First things first, people who have died have turned up here in the restricted area. And people who have died, they are very quickly moved, very quickly disposed of their bodies. Which I assume means that they get taken to this restricted area, to the disposal facility. Okay. Meat buns are created here. And Kanai Board has kidnapped a bunch of people. Those are the four main things, right? Now, the theory is, okay, the theory in my heart right now is people who have died are not dead, okay? That's why they needed to be moved away from their death location very quickly, because ultimately they will come back to life, okay? They will come back to life, and if people see that they come back to life, the lie will be broken. Okay, and the lie is everyone is a homunculus. Okay, so homunculi are undying. When they act like zombies. However, when they have human flesh, when they lack human flesh, I mean, they turn into zombies, which means that people who homunculi who have eaten human flesh, I would presumably assume that they act like normal people, right? And meat buns are created here, and I theorize that meat buns are created with human flesh. Okay, and meat buns are a very popular food in Kanai Ward, which potentially means that everyone who eats a meat bun, the reason why people are eating meat buns are to satiate their thirst for human flesh, because they're zombies. So every single person is a homunculus, okay? Or at least the vast majority of people are homunculi. And that's why meat buns are very, very enjoyable and all that kind of stuff. Now, here's where I ideally don't want it to be true, but here's where it gets to be a bit more dark. I think that all of the detectives that we've been hanging out with the whole game are also homunculi. We saw that Desuhiko and Halara's bodies, quote-unquote bodies, are here, and they have their handwriting here as well. I think that they were killed long before we arrived. They were killed in this factory and have been eaten. Okay. And a homunculus has been created of them. The only person who I don't think is a homunculus is us. Because we've been following Yuma ever since he woke up in the train station. But then again, human might be a homunculus. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. But I think that's the whole theory. It's a very dark theory, but I think all of the evidence points towards the theory, and I think if we get any more evidence, it's gonna point us towards this theory even more. So yeah, I suppose let's continue on and see if we can get some evidence for or against this.
Master, you're just gonna leave Flatty behind? Well, not that I mind if that's what you want.
No, there must be...
Okay. Hey. That looks more like Fubuki's outfit. Yeah, if you look, so these armor pals have meat buns as well, and the zombies like the meat buns, so it would make sense that they have human flesh in them. Yeah, I think this is Fubuki.
These clothes belong to...
Oh, or Vivia.
There's no sign of Kurumi.
Did the anemic vampire get whacked too? Well, he was half dead to begin with.
How awful. Another one of your friends has been devoured.
Like, this didn't happen recently. I think this has been here for a while.
Stop saying that!
Master, never mind that. Look!
It's a report. This is definitely Vivia's handwriting.
Regarding homunculus characteristics, homunculi do not die. Rather, even if they die, they come back to life. The unified government sought out and began research for military applications of homunculi. Their desire was to create an immortal army. Homunculi look identical to humans. You cannot tell them apart from one another in everyday life.
Okay, that brings evidence to the fact that everyone is living homunculi, because we wouldn't have...
They can become
Wouldn't be able
injured
to
and
tell.
ill. Some are handicapped, some are blind. But once they die, everything is repaired upon revival.
Okay.
Death acts as the switch for rebuilding their cells. It only takes one day.
Okay, so they have to remove the bodies within a day.
They are immortal and even have eternal youth. Their cells may grow, but they never deteriorate. They stop aging once their bodies stop growing. Those who have already stopped growing maintain that state. There are many unknowns regarding homunculus memory, but they seem to inherit those of their originals. The memories
Okay.
at the time of DNA extraction are carried over and completely reconstructed in the brain's memory field.
So the homunculus doesn't know that they are a homunculus.
It keeps the original's memories?
If so, we might not be able to be a homunculus because we don't have our memories.
None of them seem to have their memories, though.
Well, Zilch did remember the past. Maybe that's the individual differences that was mentioned.
Anyway, there's more to the report. What does it say?
There's only one way to tell a homunculus and a human apart. Blood. Homunculi have special characteristics to their blood.
Their blood's characteristics. That's the only way to tell them apart.
Okay, what's the difference then?
Huh? Hey, wait! No.
Okay, it didn't tell us.
Come on! You're gonna follow it? It might be a trap!
Okay, it can't be
I
Zilch.
don't know why, but I think it's calling to me.
Called? By that thing?
So I don't know what kind of difference the blood. Maybe it's thicker or something. Oh.
It's gone. Where did it go?
Probably down this path.
This is...
But
Where I go? Okay, we gotta keep an eye open for any,
Oh!
come on.
gumshoe gabs.
That figure... Is that...
It's not from
Who
me.
is it? A friend of yours, Master?
Maybe...
So, we gotta track him down, huh?
I don't know why my camera did a little jitter there. I think that was just... Okay.
Not here. Where did you go? Maybe this way?
Any green herbs around?
Green herbs.
Huh?
I don't see any gabs. Let me bring up the list because I don't want to miss any. This list doesn't have any like spoilers or anything, but it's okay. So we just need Vivia and Yako. Apparently, maybe along here. I don't know. It said after the factory. On a rock. So keep an eye open for any rocks. Oh. So that's busted it in this way.
Someone destroyed that giant shutter. It looked pretty sturdy. It would take a huge amount of force to make it look like this.
Maybe a truck was drove into it? Hey, I guess we go in. Oh.
Stairs? Looks like they lead underground.
You're still going, Master?
Yeah. I have a feeling I need to talk to that person.
Guessing we can't go back now. No. Probably should have
Wonder
saved
what's
back
up
there.
ahead. Master, you could be falling for a trap, you know.
That's possible. But I have to go. There's no other evidence around.
This place kind of reminds me of this one area in
That
Danganronpa
comes
V3.
down to your luck, Master.
Because there's like a side-scrolling, really hard section, which leads to an ending in V3.
This corridor goes on forever. How much longer till we reach the end?
And I wonder what lies ahead.
Oh, I can move in 3 dimensions here. Hello, Dr. Huesca.
Dr. Weska?
So he should be able to see
What are you
us.
doing here?
Hey, it's
Or hear us.
you.
Oh, his head.
You. Hey, it's you. You.
He can talk, but he's also bugging out.
Dr. Weska, please, tell me about the homunculi. You were researching homunculi, weren't you?
Homunculi. How do you know about the biggest stain on my life.
Oh, he spoke normally.
He's probably reacting to the word homunculi. He doesn't seem to have completely lost his memories.
Another conversation here.
Doctor, what happened to the homunculus research?
Such a terrible memory. I'm ashamed to say my homunculus research with Amaterasu Corporation fell behind. Rumor had it the UG's research facility was on the doorstep of a successful experiment. So in order to catch up, the homunculus test site up ahead was constructed.
There's a homunculus test site up ahead. Is that the real secret lab?
I was getting impatient. I used every method imaginable to complete the research first. Do you dare criticize my methods?
No.
I thought so. Sacrifices are necessary during experimentation. I needed our experiment to complete a homunculus first, to silence that pesky unified government, to conduct the experiment in utmost secrecy. I purchased the entire surrounding village and made it a restricted area.
Oh, so he
And
bought
so,
it.
3 years ago, the fateful Project Homunculus began.
Okay, so maybe the rain is like, it's not really that big of a deal, and it's just like they made the rain just so there's a reason for people to need to be discarded quickly.
What happened in that experiment?
Well, of course. You. What happened to my experiment? It's been a week since it began. Tell me now. What happened during the blank week?
What?
Tell me.
Uh,
Tell.
Ugh, he keeps breaking down at the worst time. Maybe he just needs a good smack.
The blank week was mentioned again. Maybe it has something to do with the experiments that took place here.
maybe they took everyone's DNA, and then a week later they created the homunculus of everyone. And so that week, the homunculus don't have any memories. And that's why they don't know what it is.
Whatever it is, we should keep moving. The homunculus testing site is up ahead.
Right. Let's see it for ourselves. First, let's summarize all we've learned about the homunculi.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
10 years ago, the unified government requested that
Pardon me?
Amaterasu Corporation conduct homunculus research.
Uh-huh.
3 years ago, to compete with the UG's research facility, they built the homunculus testing site.
Which is up ahead.
That's where Project Homunculus took place, but we don't know exactly what that entails. And right after the experiments, the blank week mystery occurred.
The masked guy, Makoto Kakatsuchi, appeared at Kanai Ward right after that too.
It would make sense that
He somehow got
Makoto
ahead of
is...
Peacekeeper Director Yomi and became CEO of Amaterasu.
It would make sense for Makoto to be
He halted the
a
homunculus
homunculus
research,
as well.
and as a result, the homunculi became an urban legend in Kanai Ward.
And now, 3 years later, you and I descended on this ruined, oppressed land of Kanai Ward.
Hmm. Okay, so something broke out here.
Look, another really tough-looking shutter has been completely beaten up.
So who got out? Or what?
What happened here? Is this the homunculus testing site?
Yuma.
Huh? Shinigami, did you hear that voice just now?
Not really. Must have been the wind.
No, I heard someone call my name.
That was Yakko. Also, these must be the pods, which homunculus is made from.
The sun is shining through the ceiling, and since it's not raining here, could we be outside of Kanai Ward?
Maybe this is the
I
weather?
can smell the ocean. Maybe this was built over the sea. Whatever, let's go!
Maybe this is like the weather station. But yeah, these pods seem like homunculus creations. Or they could be sleep stasis pods. And the people who slept in here were homunculus were made from them.
There it is! I heard that voice again! It's coming from over there!
You sure? Don't tell me you're bugging out too! Now you're hearing things. Poor Master.
I'm not going crazy! I really did hear a voice!
Okay, in we go. Okay. Control device.
That's...
Creepy machine.
What?
You there.
Oh my god, I know that voice actor.
Who are you?
Hey, this guy can actually talk! Who is he?
I've never met him before.
Is this the guy calling you, Master?
No, I don't think so. My name is Yuma. Who are you?
What? You don't know who I am? You must live in the boonies. I'm the CEO of Amaterasu Corporation. Although, I conceded that post to someone else a little while ago.
Is this Makoto? Like original Makoto?
Conceited? You mean to Makoto Kagutsuchi?
Oh, you're Makoto's acquaintance. You'll have to excuse me then. A friend of his is a friend of mine. How about a glass of wine, too?
Sorry, I'll pass. Besides, there's something I want to ask you.
Very well. What is it? Ask me anything.
This guy can actually communicate. Hans seems a lot more alert than the others.
I don't think this guy... He's got blood coming out of his eyes, though, like the other zombies.
Master, now's your chance to get some answers.
I would like to ask you about the Blank Week mystery.
The Blank Week mystery. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened.
What?
But piecing together the bits and pieces I know, I do have an idea. Back then, a plot about the unified government planning to occupy Kanai Ward had been uncovered.
So they wanted to get a protection thing.
The UG wanted Kanai Ward?
From what I understand, the Blank Week mystery is a conspiracy the UG set up to take over the city.
Why would the unified government want Kanai Ward?
I have no idea. I suppose it's to steal the rights to Amaterasu Corporation. As a matter of fact, Kanai Ward was wiped from the map for some time, just as the UG wanted. But we were saved by my friend, Makoto Kagutsuchi.
How did Makoto overcome the threat of Kanai Ward disappearing?
He appeared from nowhere and volunteered to negotiate with the UG. Rumor is, he has a special connection within their ranks.
Maybe us?
I didn't expect much from him, of course, but it wasn't as if we had any other choice. And before we knew it, the negotiations were complete.
And that's why Makoto became CEO.
How?
Upon arriving at the negotiation table, he immediately announced that Kanai Ward would be isolated. Unexpectedly, the UG agreed. Both sides accepted a non-intervention condition and concluded negotiations. I suspect some sort of secret arrangement was made regarding homunculus information.
Makoto didn't tell you about the details of the arrangement?
Well, that was part of the agreement. Speaking of, there was one other condition. He said if negotiations were successful, I would have to concede my position as CEO to him.
It's hard to believe you gave up your seat as CEO to a complete stranger.
I agree. It's a ridiculous story, but without him, the UG would have occupied Kanai Ward, and Amaterasu would have been consumed. I wanted to protect this company, and he wanted to protect Kanai Ward. Our interests aligned, and I was already quite up there in age. Makoto loves Kanai Ward and its residents.
But why does he love them so much, is the question.
I knew I could entrust this land to him.
But why the trade-off? Why did he want to be CEO of Amaterasu Corporation? He can protect Kanai Ward without it, right?
But Kanai Ward is now entirely Amaterasu Corporation itself. And I know that he said he wanted to stop homunculus research immediately. In retrospect, there's no denying that the research was extremely inhumane.
So Makoto became CEO of Amaterasu just to stop the homunculus research?
Ultimately, I can say the decision to concede my position to him was the right
I
one.
don't know if this guy is a homunculus or not.
Under his leadership, Amaterasu expanded its businesses. Their total assets now rival that of the UG. Long live Amaterasu, right?
Okay.
Come to think of it, wasn't the former CEO of Amaterasu Corp?
The previous CEO died in an accident. But my guess is that actually...
You think Yomi is responsible?
That's just a guess, mind you.
So Makoto was lying
Yomi
then.
must have killed him for giving away the CEO position to Makoto. With that in mind, I don't know if he actually made the right decision.
Well, if Yomi was the CEO, the city would be in much worse shape.
Yuma. Yuma.
Hello, Yako.
There it is again! I heard it clearly this time!
I want to speak to this guy more. Okay, I'm guessing we gotta walk
I
this
heard it
way.
clearly this time.
Then that voice is close by, right? Let's try looking for it, Master.
Okay. I feel like something big is going to happen soon, so we'll stop this episode here for now. So thank you for watching. If you stay until the end, thank you so much. very interesting reveals. So far, there's not been any evidence to outright confirm or deny my theory of everyone being homunculi. But hopefully soon we'll get some decent theories here. Some decent evidence. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. A little bit of a shorter episode, it's only 30 minutes. But again, I think something big is going to happen, so we'll save that for next time. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Good night.